I'd like to open the meeting back up again, please. And we open it up to public input at this time. If you choose so to speak, please use the microphone at the front of the room. Thank you.
Public input time, right?
Absolutely, right. How are you tonight?
At the last meeting, I recall some people were going to go talk with Saratoga Associates and have a meeting with them. Could you tell me what happened at that particular meeting?
The meeting was held and Saratoga Associates provided concepts that the committee had accepted to send it to be approved by the state so that we could go forward with the rest of the program.
Okay. I got some information here. I was looking at their website. That is not their website, it's the Town of Cicero website, correct? It's copyrighted by the Town of Cicero.
Yes, Jason?
Okay. I'm confused on this because, you know, we've got a situation in this area right now. We're losing 500 new employees to PNC, as you know. I'd just like to know where our money is going. Have you decided what you're going to do with it? Anybody found out who was the instigator of this project? I know you looked at it.
I have been trying to find it out. Maybe Helen Carroll. Helen, I see you here this evening. Do you know who the originator was of the Brewerton Revitalization Project?
Mr. Kaczynski, yes.
Jack Kaczynski, yes. Thank you.
Who was the instigator?
Supervisor Chet Kaczynski.
I think that it really started about 5 years ago when I suggested that we needed restrooms down at the park for the voters and for the public because we had nothing.
Yeah. How much money have you spent so far?
How much money have we spent so far? I only know of about $250,000 that was spent, which I told you at the last meeting. Now, there may have been more spent that I didn't know about, but that, if you want the original way it started, it was to put restrooms in down at the park.
Okay. From the information I've gotten here, you have spent from general town fund so far $682,512.45. I agree with your figure?
It doesn't with mine, but there could be other figures that I don't know about.
Total grants to date were $94,000, meaning that the taxpayers of Cicero, I mean everybody on the Cicero, you spent $588,000 of their money. The grant is not with you yet, is it?
The what?
The grant, the $765,000.
We have that money. It's here in Syracuse. The New York State DOT has it. The only way we can use that money is putting vouchers in to get our money replaced.
You have to do the work and then turn a voucher in, correct?
Yes, sir.
Where are you going to get all of this money? The $765,000 going to get it?
That is sitting down at the New York State DOT. Okay. They have that money.
Do you have the money to spend?
Yes.
Okay. I just believe that the people of this town should not be saddled with this particular project. This is a project for how many people live in Brewerton?
Well, this is for bringing people to Brewerton, more than exactly the people there. This is to get some retail outlets in here. This is to bring some economy back into the town.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong. You're talking about a very small portion of this town. What have you got for population? You've got 30,000 population in town, am I right?
Yes.
How many population do you have in Brewerton?
I can't tell you what the population is, but we also put this in for transit boats coming through. This wasn't just, this is to bring people into the Brewerton area. And this is to fix up the Brewerton area.
Yeah, but why should you spend all of my money and all the rest of people's money just to fix up a small portion of this town.
Roy, I told you last meeting that 250,000 of that, I know, were grants. One we got from Brown and one we got from Velasco. Now, these are the same things that you asked at the meeting 2 weeks ago.
No, I'm looking for some answers. I haven't got a good answer yet. You say that this was started with the town of Cicero board, this project.
This project,
Yeah.
originally, I can't tell you how it rolled up into what it did.
Okay.
I probably made the original thing that we should put restrooms in for boaters and the public, because there's no public restrooms in the town of, in the Burton Village anyway.
You said something the last time, that the state still has $765,000, right?
Yeah,
The only way you're gonna get it is do the work and send the vouchers to them.
that's right.
You have the work scheduled.
This is what Saratoga Associates is working on right now. And it's probably gonna take, to do the park alone, it's probably gonna take 3 years down there. And we're gonna have to get the grant money to do it. Which, this, you asked what we brought up at the meeting, we asked where we were gonna get the fees to do these jobs.
I understand this, do you still owe some money to Saratoga Associates? Is
Yes.
it $225,000 due them?
Yes. But this is for the whole project over a 2 or 3 year period.
Okay. Now you're talking $750,000 of taxpayers' money for Broden. Yet there has been nothing done that I can see physically. Has any physical changes been made up there?
The property owners down there have done a lot of work. A lot of the buildings have been painted, a lot of the fascias have been redone.
Some of the new buildings that were purchased have had,
I can't hear you.
the purchase of the old bait shop, or not the old bait shop, but the bait shop
Okay.
building has been remodeled to appreciate what it is that the new buildings are going to look like.
Right. Now let me ask you a question. You and I talked about it one time, and you said that this project would cost the town of Cicero in millions of dollars, right? In the millions.
I said that the project, once the concept had been accepted, would probably be about $2 million, yes.
Yeah, we're talking about having a farmer's market and this and that and the other thing. That's a lot of money. And I as a taxpayer in this town, I resent your spending my money that way.
Well,
We
Roy,
haven't
we
spent
haven't
it
spent it yet, and we haven't even appropriated it yet. The concepts have been put forth to be accepted before we can even think about going forward with it.
You don't have any money under economic development, do you? On the
No, we
budget?
don't.
There's no money there at all. We're gonna have to transfer money in or borrow it, correct?
If we go forward with this project, right now, we have to wait for these concepts to come back. We don't even have a full idea of the cost.
Have you considered scrapping this project and taking your loss and saying, hey, we made a bad deal?
We still have these grants out there, Roy. We have no reason to even think about scrapping it until, because we're not spending any more money now, it's not appropriated.
Okay. Now, I just can't believe the money that's been spent so far in that project without any real, let's say, publicity on it.
There's been plenty of publicity on it, Roy.
Where's the publicity been? Not in my area.
It's on the website, it's been published for the public to go to. It's been announced throughout the town board as to when they were having their public meetings. As a matter of fact, there's another public meeting coming up, I do believe, in either February or March.
Whereabouts?
In
Burton Firehouse?
the Burton Firehouse.
Okay, have you given them permission to do this?
Have I given them permission?
Yeah. Are they doing this?
This is part of their contract.
Do you know when this meeting will be?
Not yet, it's not been, it's in March, I
Will you
believe.
post it on your website?
Of course.
Okay, because your website only gets to a certain amount of the people. Not everybody has a computer. I know now you're gonna have pre-agenda meetings on Wednesday or Tuesday mornings or something.
Yes.
That is not a complete legal notice. It's gotta be published in the papers as well.
No, Roy, you're wrong about that. It does not have to be, it does not have to be published.
It's what?
It does not have to be published in the paper.
It
The
doesn't
pre-agenda
have-
meeting, no.
What does it have to be?
Just, you have to give notice to the newspaper. When she announces it tonight, that's notice. That's sufficient notice. You don't have to publish it every week.
Okay, so we can live in a silent society. Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome, Roy. Thank you.